You are listening to the Drag Dungeon Podcast with your hosts, Jay and John.
Hey! Welcome back to the broadcast, your favorite podcast. You asked for this shit if you're easily offended. We don't recommend it. You asked for this shit, so here it is.
Let's talk about Drag Race Season 14, Episode 9. What's up, John?
What's up, Jay?
How you doing?
Hashtag blessed on this beautiful springy day. How about you?
Oh, it's so nice. It's so springy. And I was looking through my clothes because, I'm digging out shorts and stuff. And I'm like, dang, I have a lot of solids. I'm like, I need to go shopping. I feel like Carrie Bradshaw. Shopping! I need to go.
Or Tu Wong Fu says, say something shorts day.
Yeah.
I wear shorts year-round. I know that's controversial. I'm a year-round shorts wearer.
If you go outside, you're going to wear shorts in the winter, snow and ice?
Yeah, because what am I doing? Building a snowman? I'm just going to my car and then going in an interior, an inside environment. So, I have pants, but I do own pants to clear the record. But I wear shorts all year round, yeah.
Wow. I do not. It's so cold in Chicago. And, I have which everyone knows you've met my radiator. I have radiator heat, so it can get really hot. Or our third, right? And Olivia, my dog, being our fourth. So I don't know, but I am ready to go out in shorts and a t-shirt, jacket, looking cute. I might do that later. But let's talk about Drag Race because I am ready.
I'm ready too.
Full disclosure, the first time, I watched it twice, which I did. The first time I was making muffins while I watched. But anyway. So this episode is called Menzeses. Yeah, because that's a real word.
I thought it was Menzies, like you're menstruating.
Oh, or mince. What's the really smart people group?
Mincemeat pie.
No, it's Mensa. Mensa. Yeah, the Mensa. Well,
I know because I'm a member. Oh, God.
You're a founding member.
I'm a founding member. Me and Dorothy Zbornak were both lied to by our mothers, so I'm a member. Mm-hmm.
But your IQ is higher than it really is.
Super
yeah,
smart.
I can totally tell that.
As if.
So we reflect on Diabetti winning last week's challenge and Carrie Colby going home.
Well, Dia's really feeling herself. And good for you, girl. Last week we talked a lot about how Diabetti has such an off-putting personality, stage persona, talent set, and all around. Just her all around is just very off-putting. And I think we called her a bitch, which I feel is well-deserved and not especially insulting in the drag community. But this week I'm kind of like, don't get me wrong, I don't like her. But I'm thinking, am I going to like her later for this? I'm paranoid.
Well, I think, it's okay to be a drag queen and be a bitch if you have the talent to back it up and you're not really mean to someone. You can be a bitch and not mean to someone. And I think that Diabetti hates Jasmine and she's mean. And, there's a difference, like I just said, between being a bitch and being mean. And she's fucking mean. And I get a lot of Chanel versus Rebecca Glasscock Season 1 vibes here. Maybe that, okay, this is just theory, is that Dia is jealous of Jasmine because Jasmine is a fierce LipSync performer, and Diabetti is, Crystal Method Light.
Crystal Light, that's right. I think you're right. Yeah, but good for her for winning that challenge. I don't think she won it really, but that's fine. And Carrie Colby, I was cool with her going home too. So she had a lot of good time on the season, and she'll be back for an All Stars, which is at this point it's like the goal. That's kind of, if you're going into Drag Race and you look around when you come in and you see, oh, that bitch is a front runner, don't you think, well, you know what? I'll come back on All Stars. I'll have more exposure. It's a kind of a whole career trajectory for these queens. So whatever, Carrie will come back on an All Stars. It's almost inevitable.
Having said that, I present to you UK versus the world.
Trigger warning.
We have, where you would think there would be some of these great queens on that show, and there's not. So you might think Carrie Colby will come back because she's clearly great and deserves to. Doesn't mean she's going to because of for whatever reason. It's like they don't pick the best anymore. They pick whoever contract with World of Wonder, whoever is sleeping with Rue, allegedly, or whatever going on.
Oh my god. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Gloria is blowing up my phone. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I don't think All Stars is even the best of anymore. I mean, how many times do you have to be on All Stars? There's people coming back
Ginger
2 and 3
Minge.
times.
I know.
Well, I wasn't going to say her name, but since she mentioned it, Ginger Minge. That bitch coming back 2, 3, 4, a dozen times. I'm like, enough. Make it stop.
I know. Hire someone to spray for Ginger Minge so she doesn't get back into
Bear spray.
Bear spray.
Stop by Dick's Sporting Goods and get some bear spray.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out is they were sitting around, and Daya said, "I hope no one has taken offense from how I acted." And everyone's like, "Oh no, it's cool, girl." I'm like, what is up here? I would tell her to fuck off. Why are these people being so nice? And then people were talking about, who won challenges. And I love that Deja said, "Oh, I haven't won one." And Jasmine goes, "You haven't?" Bitch! Shade!
You haven't? She got set up right there. You haven't won a challenge?
No, she hasn't.
I mean, I know your drag's terrible, your talent's questionable, and your personality sucks, but you haven't? Oh my god. She knew that bitch hadn't won anything. She brought that up on purpose.
She knew.
Good.
But they need to Daya needs to go. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this right up front. Like, I have had it with her. I think she looks like she's half asleep all the time. And when she was shading Jasmine, was like, she doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. And I want to bash her head into the concrete. I'm like, are you listening to yourself? You're going to watch this back and cringe. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have Daya here than Deja. I can't stand Deja either. On any level.
Yeah, well...
At least Daya's bringing a drama reality TV element to it. What is Deja bringing? Just... Boo.
Yeah, Deja. Well, I think she's getting treated badly, but we'll get to that. So let's talk about the mini challenge.
Okay.
So the mini challenge, they've done these before, where they're going to photobomb somebody, and this time it was some famous men, and they had 15 minutes to get into quick drag, like they normally do. And bitch, these girls looked a mess.
A mess. Well, 15 minutes seems pretty, generous to slap some. I mean, at least get your. Of course, Daya went and put on her signature Crystal Waters lipstick. I mean, and
the Waters,
Crystal
Crystal
Method lipstick. She went right for that. She went right for that lipstick. I'm like, okay, good.
That 100% love.
100% pure lipstick. We got that. She's like, oh, good. I'm Crystal. Okay. Everybody else, I'm like, it doesn't have to look like, because it reminds me back to like season 4 with Willow and everybody doing their police photo quick challenge.
Yeah.
And their makeup was all messed up, and I'm like, that matched the theme of the mini challenge. With this, I'm like, you're photo bombing. You don't have to look like shit.
Yeah, they looked really bad a lot. So, is there anybody that you liked? I mean, just to refresh, Daya posed with Little Nas X.
Oh, I love Little Nas.
See, Angeria, yeah, that was okay. Angeria, David Beckham. Okay. I personally liked Lady Camden's and Sacha Baron Cohen. I really liked hers. I thought it was funny.
Me too. I do like how random it is to choose Sasha for this. I mean, that was so long ago. What's that, 15 years ago that movie came out? It was a long time ago. So I'll just pick base.
My wife. Isn't that like the whole thing? I got that from Bob's Burgers. It's a long story in Bob's Burgers, but there's this impersonator that ran out of their restaurant without paying. Anyway, they tricked him in getting him to do his impersonations, and he just kept saying, "My wife." It's so funny.
Was that based on Sacha Baron Cohen's character?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was his impersonation.
Oh, yeah, I see it. I hear it now. Yeah, so I like, out of the guys, I do like, I think Sacha Baron is hot, by the way. Out of drag, he's hot.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
also, he's Israeli. He's really cute. And he's married to that cute actress that did the movie. I can't remember her name. I won't try. But I was thinking...
Yeah, I was just thinking, who is he married to? Like,
she starred in the adaptation of Confessions of a Shopaholic, the movie. It's like, it's not Amy Adams, but it's somebody like that's just like her. So, sorry. Oh, I know who she played in the movie, The Wedding Crashers. She played the psycho stalker girlfriend. Can't remember her name. Sorry.
I don't know who that is.
Somebody in the comments will pipe in.
I don't know either. Yeah, let us know.
Sorry.
All right, so Willow Pill did Jake Gyllenhaal, which was funny because Willow Pill did a bunch of different ones for that, and they used the one where she was like standing on her head, which I did not understand that. Why they used that.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be the best one either, but Jake Gyllenhaal got me wet.
Oh.
Baby, he's so cute.
He's pretty hot, but he seems kind of...
Well, he came out and did that interview about how he doesn't shower, and that really turned me off.
And doesn't seem so smart, like the sharpest knife in the drawer.
I don't need him to be smart for my purposes.
I like him big and stupid. I like him big and
smart hot and stupid.
Hot and stupid. All right, so Bosco did Pee Wee Herman. That was my Pee Wee Herman.
That was really good. That was really good.
I could do Pee Wee. I could do Pee Wee.
Yeah, you got that. That should be your snatch game. Well, they probably wouldn't let you. That would be a great one, though.
Not. Yeah, I love Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee's Playhouse, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, Big Top Pee Wee.
Pee Wee's Arrest.
Paul Rubens.
Didn't they do him wrong with that arrest?
They did him wrong. Leave the man alone. Like...
He was targeted. Attacked.
That shit happens all the time.
Every night of the week.
Happens all the time.
Every city in America, it's happening.
All the time. Happening right now as we speak. That should not have happened. He and Winona. Let her steal. Who cares?
Amen.
Georges did Leonardo DiCaprio, who has never done anything for me. My favorite thing that ever he's done is when he was sunk into oblivion in Titanic. That's the only thing I ever
Me either. I didn't like him when he was a twink, and now that he's a daddy, I'm still not interested. I can't get into it. The only thing that gets me going is the money and the yachts.
Right. That's actually, yeah.
Yeah. I can get hard for that.
I can appreciate that. Yeah.
Wait, let me just say this. I remember somewhere there was an article, let me just say allegedly, because Gloria is piping in. Allegedly, there was a model that recounted her experience having sex with Leo on a yacht, and she said he just had his like Bose noise-canceling headphones on the whole time listening to music while she was riding him. And she was like, he didn't even open his eyes or look at me the entire time. I was just there bouncing away while he listened to music, and I'm like, that is fabulous.
That is so rude, but hilarious. That means he's probably like, next.
Thank you.
A model waiting to step in.
Yeah. Awesome. I'd ride.
So we got Jasmine Kennedy with Billy Porter. That was fine.
Yeah, none of these were remarkable, let's be honest. Who won this? Willow?
Yeah, there's one more. Deja Skye with Shawn Mendes, who I don't care about Shawn Mendes. Am I the only person who doesn't care about Shawn Mendes?
No, nobody. Shawn Mendes, how you doing? If anybody knows what I'm saying. Per Wendy, how you doing? You know what that means, right? How he doing?
Yeah, she likes him.
No, he's a friend of whoever. The Rainbow Coalition, allegedly.
Oh.
Wendy would be like,
so...
he and Camilla are not fooling anybody. Go ahead.
Camilla, right? He's with Camilla.
They're not anymore. They broke up, quote unquote, from their
they broke up.
Totally real relationship.
Do you think he dumped her because she wouldn't change her hair? She's the same hairstyle since she started performing, which irritates the fuck out of me.
Well, yeah, that, and she wouldn't top.
Oh, okay. Allegedly.
All
right, so Willow Pill won $2,500 cash prize. I guess so. Who cares who wins these mini challenges,
yeah,
honestly?
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
$2,500 is nice, though.
I would take it. I would not say no. But I wonder after taxes how much it is. It's probably like $1,000.
$1.50.
Right. 50 cents. All right, so the Maxi Challenge, DragCon panel. Oh, so what did you think of this? Tyra Sanchez did not show up.
Boom.
I don't know if I was thankful for that or wished she would have. Not sure.
We're probably banned from DragCon at this point. Good thing we don't put our pictures up here. We'd be banned also. Can we have your pictures at security?
They would never let us in. No, they would never let us in.
This, just is clearly not even trying to hide the fact that it's just a promotion for DragCon that a lot of us don't care about I know a lot of people do, and it looks like a fun time. To be honest,
if
it
you
does.
live in Los Angeles or New York, where it's happening.
I mean, I can't imagine flying to go to something like this, but there are rabid fans that do. I mean, to be fair, Bravo has BravoCon, and even though I am in the cult and I'm a lifelong Bravo fan, I have zero interest in going and getting in a line and buying tickets to see people from Bravo shows do panel discussions like this. It just does not interest me in the slightest, but that's just my personality. If you're out there and you're interested in going to DragCon or you have a DragCon experience, please leave a comment and tell us, was it worth it? Did you work it? Put your thing down, flip it, and was it worth it for you?
Okay, rude. I've been on drag cruises, which is basically
that's different.
Floating DragCon. It's like floating DragCon.
Yeah,
there's panels.
You can have sex there, though.
There's meet and greets. There's all that shit that's at DragCon.
Yeah, but I like that. I actually like that better. I'm not judging that because then you're like embedded in with the troops. Like you get to your own room, your own bathroom, your own opportunity for privacy, for encounters.
Encounters.
And then you get to go have it. I would rather do the cruise. Even now with COVID. I'm like, put me on. Put me in, coach.
You know, the cruises were really fun, and I met a lot of queens and a lot of shows. Like, that was the whole thing with going on them, is that, you know, you were on a cruise with like-minded people. You were all there because you wanted to see the shows. And there was always something to do that you wanted to do. That was key right there for me, is because I go and there's like stupid shit going on and I don't want to go. No. But if I go and there's like several things I know I'm going to want to do, then it's very exciting for me. Anyway, one thing, they did have a panel. They did have panels on the cruises. And that's where I did learn some of the behind the scenes things that may be obvious now. But this was back, oh God, what season?
It was like
when I first
8 years
went.
ago?
It's been a while. Season 5 or... Yeah, season 4, and because Alaska hadn't been on yet, and she was on season 5. So after season 4
Did
was
you
the
book
first
through
one.
Alan Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that seemed
But I
like
don't
it
think
was the right time to go.
Yeah, it was really fun. The one thing I did learn in the panel, like I asked a question, you know, because I wanted to know about the runways, which we know this now, but at the time, I don't think this was like common knowledge, is that they walked the runway twice, once with the music, once without the music, with them just making snide comments. So I didn't know that at the time, but I found that out on that panel. So it's pretty fun. So they had 2 groups. Willow got to pick the groups because Willow won the mini challenge. And Willow picked Deja, Ingeria, Lady Camden, which left Daya, Bosco, Jasmine, and Georges as the other group. What did you think of this combination?
Well, I was very worried about Bosco's group because I was like, just as was it Betty who commented? Somebody commented that. Wait a minute. No. Somebody commented.
Jasmine wouldn't shut up.
You know, somebody commented that Daya looked very concerned about her group.
Oh, right. Yes.
And I was like, I understand why. Except I think Bosco proved last week in the reading challenge that she's funny. So, but I was very worried about Georges, which proved to be true. I was very worried about Jasmine. So I think that was a founded critique. But the other group I thought would be fine. Willow's group. What'd you think?
Yeah, for sure. Willow picked the right people. And Deja, the moderator, was correct. And obviously Bosco was also correct for the moderator for that other group. So this combination's okay. I mean, you can tell there's kind of stronger versus the weaker sort of thing going on here. But, you know, that's kind of how it happens. Because if you get to pick them all yourself, you're going to be like, strongest, thanks. You know? Yeah. Not that Deja's necessarily the strongest, but she hasn't been the weakest, so.
I ain't saying I'm the best, but I ain't the worst.
The best, but ain't the worst. Okay, so let's see. They had to pick different topics. I don't know. When they're naming the topics, fatherhood, I'm like, oh God, people are going to be crying. Like, I can't.
Me too.
I'm like concerned about the crying that was going to happen. So let's talk about the actual performances themselves. First of all, I have to say, because we're going to get to the runway, Michelle, her dress. That black dress was that green dress that I hate, but black. Saying.
I want you to quit picking on Michelle.
Sick of her ass fashion. She's run out of ideas.
Well, that could be said across the board, don't you think?
Well, Rue looked great. Rue looked great in that silver
Yeah, but it's nothing new. It's the same shit we've seen 1,000 times before. Not that I'm not criticizing. It's just like, how many dresses can we see?
Well, random silhouette change. Did you see Madonna wearing those 2 hearts? It was interesting. I liked it.
Madonna?
Where it was like the color of the blue and yellow.
No, I haven't seen that. Ukraine. Was it in her new video? Her new
Very interesting.
video?
I don't know. I liked it. I like what Madonna does. Like, and it just made me think of it because it's a different silhouette. Like, Madonna always surprises with different silhouettes. Like, she'll whip out something and I'm like, oh, damn. Like, she'll surprise.
I have an interesting silhouette for Madonna. Take your gloves off and your combat boots off. Ooh.
Yeah, that would be revolutionary for her. I don't know why she sticks to that. Like, she doesn't want to wear heels. Like, she's scared or something. Raptor feet? I don't know.
Raptor feet.
Why does she want to wear heels? Beats me. Okay. That was just a random silhouette sidebar, but she looks great. Okay, so Willow's team. I thought they were the best. What did you think?
Me too. Willow was knocking it out of the park, and the judges were not shy in giving her praise. She killed it.
Oh my god.
Killed it.
Rue was kissing her ass up and down. Hers and George's. It's like, get a room!
Yeah.
Like, we know they're going to be in the finale. It's going to happen.
Well, I was feeling like a certain way after our last week's video where our title of her video was like, Rue's favorites are so obvious. And I was like, oh god. What? And it was a picture of Willow, and I'm like, watch Willow go home next week and I'll have to eat crow. Well, nope.
Well, she's not going anywhere. She's probably gonna win. But
definitely top 3, probably the winner.
Yeah. But they had some great conversation during their panel. I like when Angeria said that it's sexy she could share a wig with a guy. That was pretty funny. I like that. It was cute.
And so surprised, and I was surprised by that. Not that she's not funny; she's naturally funny. But let me give my. I was afraid that this. I thought it should have been pre-taped. I didn't realize they were doing it live, but I guess that makes sense because it's a panel, supposedly, at DragCon. So it was like. But I was nervous, is what I should say, about them doing it live on stage in front of. It's almost like stand-up at this point. And when things got a little too serious, I was very nervous. Just like I think we were all like, this is getting awkward. But then they brought it back around very quickly, I think a lot due to Angeria and Willow. And I was very impressed. It went a lot better than I thought it would.
I agree, and it wasn't super annoying, like the stories that they told. Like,
my dad hates me. He never liked me.
Yeah, that wasn't really, really annoying. Willow talking about her chronic illness.
Well, and her dad's dead, so top 3.
Oh, that's sad.
Guaranteed. And she's talented. I'm not trying to take away. I'm saying she's kind of the total package for Drag Race.
That is correct. She's got the Jinx Monsoon thing going on, .com, period.
By the way, she came out as trans, too. Everybody on this season is almost trans. It's great. Wow. Come on out, girls. Come on out.
That's awesome. And I thought it was funny, and I think this happened on purpose. I don't think this was an accident, where Lady Camden said Blake Lively. I think that was intentional.
I do, too. That seemed pre-written.
Yeah, and it was funny, though. I'll admit that.
Don't you see the Lady Camden Angeria love story happening? I see it happening.
Well, I'm concerned with Lady Camden because she is from another country, technically.
And you hate immigrants?
She doesn't have a chance. No, that she doesn't have a chance to win.
You don't think?
Because she's not. I don't know. I feel like they're going to hold that against her. Because they have UK.
What in the Courtney Act is going on this season?
I don't know. Oh, did you see that Nikki Doll is the host of Drag Race France?
I love Nikki Doll. It's those other 2 people that I was looking sideways at. Who is that bitch with no makeup on that's judging Drag Race?
I don't know.
Who is that white woman with no makeup?
She already has to go, and I don't know who it is. Never heard her speak. Doesn't even know anything about her, but she got to go.
And then a Todrick Hall impersonator. I'm like, this does not look promising.
No, why did you have to invoke Todrick Hall's name? Stop.
Let me tell you, I have not watched Big Brother, nor do I intend to, but it's over now. But everybody came out of there hating Todrick Hall. So I'm like, I'm likely to believe.
Join the club. I already hated him. Okay.
I know based on what we've seen, but like from all the queens that have worked with him, from all the internet rumors and gossip, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, it seems like he's not a nice person. Nobody likes him. So
I don't know. I get some weird vibes from him, and yes, you hear stories. That's all I'm saying.
Google it, Loca.
Google it, Loca. Okay, so we got Bosco's team. What did you think of Bosco's team?
I thought Bosco was great. Who else was there?
She had Bosco, Georges Jasmine
sucked.
Kennedy,
Jasmine sucked.
Daya Betty.
Daya was fine. This was not a strong team. Although, I think through editing or whatever magic they were doing, they still came out okay. And it was mostly due to Bosco. I think Bosco really carried it, and she was a good choice for the moderator.
Well, my complaint about that group is that they all talk so much. Not just Jasmine. Bosco, talk. Where the first group was like kind of sharing more of the spotlight, I thought. And I thought that Deja, allowed more time for them to speak, and where Bosco, I thought, went on and on and on and on. Like, I was like, oh, God. And, like, I don't think Georges and Jasmine had a chance. I don't think they had a chance in that group. And I thought Daya Betty was kind of annoying. Like, she has that Chanel season 1 thing going on for me.
I'm not... Like nobody... I come out here every week, and none of you tell me that I'm beautiful. And I am beautiful.
Yes.
So I'm going home. I want to go home. Because I'm beautiful. I juggled. Yeah. I got my tits out. Nobody said I was beautiful.
She was the first one on Drag Race who basically took off her wig, though it makes it look like it fell off, and like did that whole thing. Like, she was the first one. Chanel's Drag Race icon, so I'm not criticizing her. I'm just saying that this is giving me some of that vibe of I'm superior, sort of, in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
and I identified that WWE story, by the way, because when I was little and I would go to my grandma's house, she loved wrestling. And so I've watched that shit from us.
I love it too. Even I haven't seen it in so many years. I remember when it was WWF, and everybody was wearing John Austin, 316, whatever, that guy.
Austin Powers.
When I was in school, everybody was wearing his T-shirt. And this trashy girl was always wearing like a John Austin shirt. I think I'm getting his name right. And then The Rock. Oh my God, swoon. And you know what? I'm a Fortnite player. He's on Fortnite this season.
Really?
They like licensed his likeness for a Fortnite character. And he's so hot. He's so fine. Won't you be the Rock of mine? He's so cute.
He's okay to me. I prefer a little more body hair. Like Joey, what's his name? Who's on Drag Race? Like season 4, they did a wrestling challenge. And the guy, his name's Joey. I follow him on Twitter, and I have since then. He's a wrestler, and he's adorable. He's like a hairy guy with a mustache and like really good hair.
He was a pit crew guy?
No, he was a wrestler. So he came on and coached them to do their wrestling routines, like with Sharon Needles and Madame LeQueer and all that. Yeah, he's so cute. I know, Madame LeQueer. She's still doing drag, so...
Is she? Good for her. Shocking. All Stars ain't called her? I guess not. There's several that are surprising that never came back. And, well, okay, I'm not surprised she didn't come back. But anyway. You know what we should do in a couple weeks? Do our dream All-Stars cast.
Yes. Ooh.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it next week. Let's just pick like 5. How many people are on a season? 12?
Something like that.
Let's pick our top 12 Drag Race All-Stars.
Okay. Well, I already named my top, but I don't think they're top for All-Stars because some of them would never come back. So I think you'd have to probably leave winners after a season. Well, I guess leave winners out.
Make it realistic. Like if they've already won or said they're not even doing drag anymore, leave them off. Make it realistic, people.
Or like Pearl said that she's blacklisted allegedly from the show, so we can't pick Pearl, even though Pearl's is in my top 3 queens of all time. I can't pick.
I knew she would come up.
Like,
She is not a likely contestant, so just leave her off. It'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, that's good. I like that idea. Okay, so let's talk about the runway.
Okay.
Runway. Runway. Category is?
Coming on my tits. Oh, shoulder pads.
No, that's on. Yeah.
That too.
That's next week. It's next week. Yeah, shoulder pads. All right, let's talk about it. Well, let me grab my images.
I'm gonna try and be less of a hater this week. I really hated oh no, we talked about Hearts on the Runway, which was this was
Hard
America. On. Yeah, I hated that. God, they were so ugly. But this week I'm gonna try and find something to like here, and I think there are a couple things I do.
Okay, let's start with Deja Skye. What did you think of Deja Skye?
Okay, I don't like it, but right after I said I'm gonna be positive.
Really?
I know, but it
now look. Before you say that, we have to also consider who met the challenge the best.
That's what. Yes, I will. She
okay,
did.
Great. Go on.
She did.
Yeah.
So props to you, Mama. This is a nice look. I just wish that it could be realistic. Like, this is very ridiculous. But look, as J. Jolie famously said, them hips should have matched it. The hips should have matched them shoulders, but they don't. So her hips and her shoulders do match. So good for her. In fact, the shoulders are much bigger. So I think this is good. It's better than she's done. So what did you think of it?
I hate that hat is on the side of her head. It's not even like...
You're a hater.
You're
so cruel.
I hate the side. Huh?
You're negative. You're
I
nasty.
hate her?
You're a cruel person.
That is not true. I do not hate her. I believe
Leave her
RuPaul hates
alone.
her. But I don't hate her. I don't mind this. It gives me a little Jackie Kennedy kind of thing to it a little bit. Jackie O.
Oh, my God. Keep going. You gave me an idea.
What?
I was going to say it. Keep going. Tell me the rest of your thought first.
Okay. I don't like the shoes. I don't like those strappy, cut off your leg shoes.
Nobody likes a strap. But Raven and Raja don't like it. We don't like... Nobody likes a strap. Why does nobody listen? Mostly to us. But also the fashion review girls.
But I like this. As far as, especially compared to everyone else, I mean...
It's Chanel.
I don't mind.
It's a Chanel's, which, like you said, Jackie O. What, to me, would have been great. I know you're the Ray Donovan of drag. You like to fix things. I think that this could have been fixed by being pink. It could have been the Jackie O after the assassination.
Sure.
Suit. And it could have had blood splatter on it.
Version.
Blood splatter on the pink suit would have been lit. That could have elevated. But this is fine. You're right.
All right, who do we have next? Oops, come on. Okay, we have Lady Camden as the Nutcracker.
I'm cool. I'm cool with this. It was nice. She was having fun with it. It was cute. The Nutcracker was very terrifying, that mask. And she took it off to reveal just beauty. I was fine with this. The dress hit the floor. You like it?
Yeah, I liked it. Couple things. I was like, oh, what is she going to do with her face? Is the front going to open? It would have been great if the front, like, opened of the mask and her face was there. Like, the mouth, like, opened really big. Like some Transformer kind of moment rather than just taking it off.
Yeah.
And those aren't really shoulder pads. That's not a shoulder pad. That is, like, army decoration or something. Those have names, but I'm pretty sure that's not a shoulder pad. Is that considered a shoulder pad?
Well, Rue just said epaulettes. She made a joke about epaulettes, so they are an epaulette.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. Something like that.
It's not a shoulder pad.
I'm sure the comments will blow up with what that's actually called.
Well, tell us. I want to know. And if you agree that you don't think that's a shoulder pad, because I don't believe it is.
No,
but
a shoulder pad is technically under the garment. 80s shoulder pads, like Delta Burke.
That is correct. And I don't hate this, but I don't really think it met the challenge. And it could have been even more interesting with the mask opening up somehow. Like the mouth opening like a Nutcracker does, but then you see her face through the mouth. That would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. Get with it, Camden.
Why has nobody done a Russian nesting doll outfit before? That could have been so cool.
I'm telling you.
Reveal after reveal after reveal.
Well, they did that like during those talent shows. They just were terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we have Willow pill. Not a big pill, a Willow pill.
Stop that. Stop saying that.
No. Fucking RuPaul. What did you think?
I love everything but the hair. I know it's a thing, like it's supposed to look. I really just don't like that hair, and I don't like those little faux piercings by the bottom of her lip. But everything else I think is super cute. She has great legs, first of all. That sparkly suit, I love glitter, I love sequins, I love sparkles. That little suitcase, which looks like it's that little, attaché case, which looks like it's holding something to deactivate a bomb. I like this look. It's super sleek and cute. What about you?
I hate it.
You do?
I hate
Get
this
out.
look.
You're wrong.
I do. I hate the hair.
I hate the hair. Well, I agree
don't
there.
mind. I don't mind that suit. I don't like the tie underneath it. Get rid of the tie. I don't like those things on her legs. I'm sorry. That little suitcase reminded me of Jimbo's box of talent that's empty.
You know you're not insinuating that she copied from Jimbo, because these were probably filmed
no,
back to
I'm
back.
Not at all. I just don't like this at all. I like the suit. I just think she should have done something different with it. Like, got rid of that tie. Wouldn't it have been great if she got rid of the tie and had a breastplate on underneath it?
Yeah, of course. Of course I'm into a breastplate. Yeah.
The jacket over the breastplate, like the whole, like, exposed, like, you know what I mean? That would have been so much better than this shit.
A couple other people that we're going to get to needed breastplates also. Jimbo has really transformed my thought process when it comes to a breastplate. Yeah, and also no shoulder pads here.
None. So imagine that. Big shoulder pads, get rid of that tie and that black mesh or whatever, put 2 giant breast boobs for a breastplate there, and the rest could have stayed. Well, the hair, I don't like the hair, but keep the hair, fine. But do the breastplate thing instead of that tie, and I would have been in.
You know, the hair could have, again, Ray Donovan on this, been the Madonna Blonde Ambition ponytail. Would have been look great with this.
Oh my god, like really high pony.
Yeah.
Ah.
The I Dream of Jeannie pony is the move, girls. Why does nobody listen to us? All right.
Listen to us.
Would you have liked this outfit?
Drag race.
Yeah. Would you have liked this if it were not the shoulder pad runway? You just don't like it in general.
I don't like the tie and the mesh thing under it. I don't like that. The suit, whatever this is this shorts? Yeah, I think that's shorts.
Looks like a blazer and maybe like boy shorts.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It would have been great if that was a skirt. Ooh, make that a skirt. Get rid of the tie and the mesh. Breastplate, high pony. This could have been so fierce. This
yeah, I can see like a pencil skirt would have been. It would have been super like Russian spy.
Yes, instead of this doesn't make sense to me. Like, why does the hair go with this outfit? It doesn't. Sorry.
I hate that hair. Okay.
All right, next. We're moving on.
Next we have Van Michaels.
Yeah. What did you think?
I absolutely hate it. It's another wannabe club kid thing that I just think is so ugly. She's wearing houndstooth, which is, number one, Bob the Drag Queen. That's his signature print, is going to be sending a cease and desist. So get ready for that. But then, okay, she's doing clashing patterns, but it's 2 houndstooth patterns. So it makes no sense to me. I really hate it. I want pageant Angeria back. I don't like this at all. Do you like it?
Okay, no. And here's some of my issues. Yes, these 2 patterns are too similar to be clashing patterns. It's just ugly. I don't like the inside of the dress. Is it even lined? Because you can see right through it. It doesn't even look like it's lined. No. Or if it is, it's with really thin white fabric and you can just see through it. What if it was red underneath there or something?
Yeah, red would be pretty with this. Or pink.
And the shoes? Pink. I don't understand the shoes.
I just don't. I think she's really trying to show. She was probably afraid of what would have inevitably been Michelle's critique. We want to see versatility. We want to see more of you. So props to her for trying to do something else than pageant chic. But God, these looks the past 2 weeks have not been great at all. Last week what I found personally offensive, and this week is just ugly. So next week yeah.
Oh, sorry. Maybe that crown was smaller and she had hair. I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. So that's my.
Yeah, I hope next week is better, because otherwise, injury, it's not looking too good for you. You might be an all-stars candidate at this point.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Next we have Bosco. What did you think of Bosco?
I actually liked Bosco's. It didn't seem like anybody else really liked it, the judges or anybody, but I kind of liked it. I don't know what else to say.
This is dumb.
Okay.
It's dumb.
That.
It's like a bra, panties, corset moment with a jacket over it. Like, take off the jacket and what do you have? You have nothing. I'm not into this. I don't understand it. I don't even understand what she was going for. Just futuristic, or is this like dominatrix kind of deal with those boots? Why are those gloves blue? I don't understand.
I guess I'm just mostly praising her body here. She has a great body. Maybe that's not fair, but I'm body praising because her body looks insane, and also she looks so different in I don't know than from what we've seen, but. Yeah, I see her point.
And the hair looks like it wilted. Like, her hair looks wilted. Like, it was bigger at some point. And it wilted.
Maybe it's down. Maybe it's depressed. Okay, fair
It's
enough.
a no for me.
It's a no.
It's a no. Okay, I think last, but no, not last. Almost last. Georges.
Okay. Georges was doing what he described as a Selena X Prince collaboration. And I love the fabric. Love, love, love it. And I almost love the outfit, except A, there are no shoulder pads, so you didn't get the assignment here. And also, I just see a full man's chest. And don't get me wrong, because Georges, you have a great body and a great man's chest. But a breastplate would have been appropriate here. What did you think?
Well, I think the color is too dark with that hair. Dark hair, dark costume, not good on a Drag Race runway.
Dark side.
You need to pop. And this does not pop. I want to rip those shoulder things off and have this just be a bodysuit. I know that's boring and people would read her for it, but what if it were pink? Or
I was going to say fuchsia, pink,
or
magenta, something in that family.
Blonde hair, or just something to like distinguish her hair. Like, it's just too solid. And this did not help her in the lip sync at all. Like, that Jasmine's wearing like neon yellow or whatever up against someone wearing dark blue with dark hair. Like, it doesn't help.
Now, as a Prince fan, as a lifetime Prince fan, do Prince fans have a name? Princesses?
Fams or something
Fams.
like that.
Thoughts on the Prince elements of this?
Yeah, if you ripped off those puffy sleeves, maybe I could see it being Prince. Like, Prince would have wore something like this back in the day. Sure, he probably has. I think maybe there's a white suit like this that he's worn before. Similar. Maybe in like the 90s, like the mid 90s, maybe. Mm-hmm. I could see. And before, up to the mid 90s, he would definitely, even now. I mean, he's worn shit like this forever. But yeah, I get the Prince thing. Just get rid of those shoulders. I think the puffy shoulders are more Selena.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see more Selena here. What'd you feel about her tits being out? Her lack of tits, I should say.
I would prefer. I don't mind genderfuck drag, if you want to call it that. Like, but this outfit just needed work. Like, if we fixed it the way that we think it should be, she may still been fine with this. Like, if we made it look good. So,
yeah, and from what I gather, Georges' brand of drag is not genderfuck, it's femme fishy drag.
True. Or what if you did this? You ripped off those shoulders and closed that up where there's no chest, like the bare chest. Made it just a little like peekaboo.
And had boobs on underneath, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't need to be jumbo boobs.
No, they don't.
Coconut.
You can put them in your mouth.
All right, so now, not even last. God, how long is this runway? Jasmine Kennedy. No, it isn't. They're still diabetic.
Christ. Okay. Well, let's make it fast. Jasmine Kennedy is wearing I don't know. They said it was puce. They said it was lime green. I don't know what my fucking TV, my Roku TV says it is, but it came across just an ugly green to me. I don't like it. The only thing I do like about this entire look is the gloves with the nails that I think are very chic compared to a lot of gloves with nails that I see. But I think it's way too simple. It's missing like glitter or a belt or boobs or something. It's just so basic Fashion Nova. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to say something controversial yet brave. I kind of like this.
Get out.
I do feel like it could stand for another accessory, but I think it's pretty simple, and I'm kind of okay. Like, say this were a different color. What if it were white? And like a little more expensive looking, maybe.
Yeah, I hate this color. This color is so ugly.
cheapens it. If it were like white or something, you probably wouldn't even. You'd be like, wow, yes, simple, chic. You know, if it were solid white.
Yeah, but it would have been better. Black and white, simple is okay sometimes. Yeah. But glitter, where's the sparkle?
But if it was solid white, I don't know that you would have said, "Oh, it needs more accessories."
Well, I
think this just needs something to break up the color.
And black lipstick. I hate black lipstick unless it's an intentionally gothy look. I hate it. I hate it. Put it on our rocket to the sun. Clear a seat.
No, I kind of like this.
Well, you're wrong. Next.
I wish it were a different color, but I like it. Fine. Diabetes, what did you think?
I actually like this. I don't know why. Because I hate her. Okay, cut her head off and I like it. Because I hate all that tongue action, all that punk rock, all that crystal method makeup. I hate the hair. All that can go. The pants, I would actually wear these. The shoes, possibly. So I kind of like this. And I'm surprised even at myself. What do you think?
I hate it, all of it.
Again, you're wrong. Get out.
No, I'm not wrong, because we've seen this before. We've seen this in that apocalyptic challenge from season 4. We have seen this. This is not new. Diabetes doing that same tongue thing she does every time. It seems like her punk aesthetic she's obsessed with. She needs to break it up. I love a soft and hard look. This is all hard. I think if she had some more softness to this, I might like it. That hair makes zero sense to me. Is it supposed to be... This is supposed to look like side of it shaved, I guess. It just has no shape. I'm sorry, and I hate those shoes. I like that they were glittery. That's as far as it goes. I do not like this.
Well, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but again, I am a broken record. Wouldn't a brunette Madonna like a blonde ambition ponytail have looked better here? It would have. Why is that the all-purpose hairstyle? It just works.
Because a high pony looks great on everyone. I can't think of one person I've ever seen with a high pony. Did you see Janet Jackson when she put out Feedback in that cover where she looks like Tyra Banks? But she has that high pony.
That video where she was whipping it around, slapping shit with it. I was like, go, girl.
Yes. And you can also put razor blades on the end and so comes a weapon.
Oh, I love that.
Or cat of nine tails kind of thing.
Cat of nine tails. The first time I ever heard that was on, they did a speed dating thing on New York Housewives, and this guy leans into Sonia, one of the drunkest housewives, and he's whispering to her as if she doesn't have a microphone taped to her chest, and goes, I want to take you home and take the cat of nine tails and leave imprints on your body. I mean, it was so creepy and gross, but I'd never heard cat of nine tails before. So anyway, yeah, Daya.
So that's the runway. We didn't really talk about the looks during the show, but I didn't think anybody's look during the performances were really that memorable. I thought they were pretty...
They weren't.
Pretty tame. There's not a lot to talk about there. But, so we know, let's see, Lady Camden and Angeria are safe. And I just know they didn't want Daya to win. I don't think Daya's ever going to win. And I think, for me, like, if I were on... Or not Diabetes, excuse me, Deja Skye, they don't want to win. See, I keep getting Deja and Daya mixed up. I do it on my own when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but Deja, I just don't think they want Deja to win anything. I actually kind of feel bad for her. Especially when she hears Rue kissing Willow's and George's ass. I would be like, fuck off. I tried my hardest and did great this week. And you're like, you're fine. But these other two bitches George sucked. You're like kissing her ass.
I don't know. Do you like Rue being so open about who he really favors? Because I kind of like knowing what Rue is thinking, but I'm thinking maybe it should be in an interview format as opposed to, because that's very discouraging to people on the runway to hear him compliment somebody so, be so gracious and, you were born to do drag. I mean, how does that make the person next to them feel?
No, I know. And to be like, Georges, you can rule the world. Jasmine, you're garbage. So next.
Did you see, now oh gosh, I was going to write down the name of that fucking YouTube channel. But anyway, on Crystal Versace from UK did an interview with a couple people, and she said RuPaul off camera, which now this goes against the whole Pearl thing, where Pearl said, no, I'm not saying Pearl was lying. She clearly wasn't. But Pearl said RuPaul said to her, if it's not on camera, it doesn't matter. But according to Crystal Versace in UK, RuPaul said to her a couple times off camera, you really did the damn thing. You are definitely winning. I'm paraphrasing. I'm joking. But in not so many words, Ru was very, pumping Crystal up. And now she's doing it on camera here in America.
I don't understand the game in this. Like, what is this supposed to do for the audience? I don't understand.
I don't either.
I don't know what it's doing.
I like hearing Ru's opinion more because he was very diplomatic for a long time. Now he's giving more feedback, but like, you were born to do this and you're better every week. And Willow, every time you come out here, you are slaying the game. I mean, that's got to make the other contestants feel bad. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Right. Then Jasmine Masters. Jasmine Kennedy. Mama, you're garbage. Right after, like, Georgia, you're the queen of the world. Jasmine, you're crap.
Diablo, you were fine. All right. Like, okay.
All right. So poor Deja did not win the challenge. It went to Bosco. And Bosco was very smart for referencing RuPaul stuff, like saying things that RuPaul know. So good for her.
Good for her.
Then the lip sync for your life, we know is, what was the song? I have written down. Something got
Etta James.
Yes, something got a hold on me, and it was Jasmine Kennedy versus Georges. What did you think of this lip sync?
It's obviously a great song, and I'm not shitting on that, but Etta James, these people were born in the year 2000. Like, or later. This is not the appropriate song for these queens in this age bracket. I'm just going to say. But it was kind of fun seeing dancers. These are two dancers doing an Etta James song. Was kind of like, they were coming out doing a Kelly Clarkson remix or, Ariana Grande or Britney or Lady Gaga, something. And they came out and they're like, Etta James.
I think to give props to Ru is basically bringing some herstory, I'm going to say, up onto the runway by picking some of these songs. As long as Ru picks some decent drag songs, I'm okay with the old songs. It's when she puts stupid songs like UK Season 3 on their Rats the Musical. The lip sync, I think it was that episode, the lip sync was to Memory from Cats.
Oh,
like, what the fuck?
My God.
Yes. Stupid as hell. Like, if she picks good songs, like, this is a good drag song.
It is.
I'm okay with it.
Well, and Georges fucking killed it. Georges killed it. I don't care what nobody says. Jasmine was not as good as Georges here.
I disagree.
All right.
I disagree.
Well, you're wrong.
I think Jasmine killed. Georges should not have worn that dark blue dress with dark hair because it just made Jasmine stick out even more. When she did that splits thing, and we talk about people doing splits and unnecessarily just for attention, that splits thing was perfect.
Well, I love the splits. I'm not mad at that. I just think Georges was giving more moments. And number one, she lip synced better to the actual word she did. And she was giving more little moments than... I just thought she understood the song better. But you're allowed to be wrong.
You're allowed to be wrong, too.
Mm-hmm.
Agree to disagree to disagree. All right, so that was this episode. Next week is Snatch Game. They painted it like Willow Pill's going to do bad, and that could be, because sometimes people you think are going to do amazing don't. Lawrence Chaney. So, we'll see about that.
Finally, Snatch Game, because it seems like it should have happened already.
Right. Oh, we didn't mention nobody went home on this episode, which I saw coming from when they were doing the performances, because when they were doing the panel, because I'm like, there is no way people are going to go home after the way these people are talking. I knew it. And also, Ru was not going to send Georges home because Kennedy did better in the lip sync.
Is this the second time this season that nobody's gone home?
It might have been.
It feels
maybe
like
the first episode.
It feels like two episodes. Nobody's gone home. I hate no. It used to be really fun, like back early days. Shantae, you both stay. It was like yes, queen. Now it's like, really, come on. And I remember that Layla McQueen and Dax exclamation point season. I was like, yeah, send both them fucking bitches home. You know, I loved it. But at this point, I'm kind of over it. The novelty has worn off. Send somebody home.
Aren't you kind of scarred from season 13? Didn't like this happen a lot? Like people weren't going home and it was like 5 episodes or something?
Yes. Yeah, the pork chop loading dock thing.
I think they learned their lesson from that. Like that did not go over well.
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, one thing before we wrap up, we need to mention UK versus the world because we did not put out a recap of UK versus the world this week or ever again.
Tell the people why.
Okay, so look, UK versus the world, we know after Jimbo left, people weren't very interested anymore. And then Pangina left and people really weren't interested anymore. And that included us. It is too hard to talk about that. It's, we can hate watch stuff. We're great at that.
Yeah.
But if we hate it, I'm like, I don't even want to talk about this shit anymore. It's just like a nothing show. And I'm scared this season is like screwing up Drag Race. Like, it's that bad to where it's harming the show.
Well, I think you're right. It is a nothing show. It's a nothing season. It's
nothing.
It's not the most talented queens, number one, from all around the world in all the seasons. It's not. It feels like leftovers. It feels like who was available, less than who was available, who was willing to do it for $1.50 on the BBC UK. It just sucks. It's just a bummer show. It isn't enjoyable to watch or even hate watch, as you said. So we're not talking about it. Fucking Juju B winning a singing challenge. Give me a break. That bitch cannot sing or dance. As Morgan McMichaels put. Liz, put the clip in.
No, she can't. And everybody thinks, this is painting a picture for Juju to win. And I kind of disagree. Only because UK versus the world, I think it would be really dumb for either Juju or
Monique.
Who's the other US? Monique to win because you're really going to fly that. You're going to bring them back to the US to sing on a RuPaul track. Like, how special would that be?
You're flying from Los Angeles to Burbank to sing a RuPaul track.
It doesn't make sense to have someone from the US win this. It would be probably Blue Hydrangea, which is not exciting.
I think it is.
Nobody
Blue.
will care.
I think it is Blue.
Yeah, no one's going to care about her after this is over. No one is going to care about her.
I said last week I'm rooting for Baga now, but now I'm like, I just want Monique to win it because I like her the most out of everybody. She really killed that singing rapping challenge, but I thought Blue looked horrible during that lip sync, that performance. So yeah, I'm already exhausted talking about it, but you're right. That would be pretty funny to have somebody fly because Mo lives in Los Angeles. You're flying from Los Angeles to Burbank to sing with RuPaul.
Right, and they just did wrote a track to put with RuPaul's song this last episode. So it's like, you're doing that again? Is that what's happening here? I don't really understand this prize.
Don't do anything else versus the world because we've already suffered through this. So yeah, we're not talking about it. Cancel your WoW Presents now. You're free to cancel it now.
Yeah,
guys.
I just can't bring myself to form I just don't have an opinion.
I think we might be done with International Drag Race as far as recapping it. We may watch it, but as far as recapping it, it's fucking sucks.
Well, except for UK. UK doesn't suck.
Negotiable.
But most of the other... And I didn't hate Down Under, but everything else I just didn't. Canada, unless they fix Canada. Maybe Rue will take over Canada or something.
You didn't hate Down Under? You like balloon animals on the runway? Okay.
No, there's some aspects of Down Under I like. I liked Ketamine a lot. I think that's why. Ketamine was like the only one that I liked. So,
well, she won. So.
I didn't hate all of it. Where Canada, other than Jimbo, is crap. It's crap.
Yeah, Canada sucks. So we'll spare
all right.
those.
Well, we'll be back for next episode, which is episode 10 for Snatch Game. I'm excited to see what everyone does. It did show Willow doing Drew Barrymore.
And getting bad reviews, so looking forward to seeing her lip sync next week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We got some fun content there. We put videos or podcasts up every week for there, and we're still talking about Pam and Tommy. And it looks like Pamela Anderson might be doing something with Netflix, so we're going to be getting into that if that does come to fruition. Very exciting.
Very exciting. Thank you for watching, listening, whatever. Beating off.
Thank you.
Bye.
Favorite podcast.